Right now, the situation is getting more serious and more interesting at the same time because Vice President Chiwenga has come out very strong and the message he's sending is clear for everyone to understand. He is not happy with what he believes is too much influence from certain businessmen inside the system. And he's using strong words like state capture to explain what is going on. And when a leader at that level speaks like this, you know it is something big and something that people must pay attention to. Make sure you like this video and subscribe right now because this story is still developing and you don't want to miss any update. So let's go straight into it. Chiwenga is pointing directly at Tagwirei and Chivayo, and he is saying that their level of influence is now becoming a problem, especially when it comes to how decisions are made and how opportunities are shared. And this is where the whole issue of state capture comes in. Because state capture simply means when private individuals start having too much power over government decisions. And that is what he's warning against. Now, what is making this even more interesting is the timing of everything. Because this is happening just after that high-level dinner involving President Mnangagwa and South African President Ramaphosa at the farm. And you know very well that meetings like that are not just for eating food. There are always deeper discussions going on. Business, politics, partnerships, future plans, all those things are involved. So when Chiwenga speaks out after such a meeting, it raises serious questions. Before we continue, make sure you like this video and subscribe so you can always get this kind of clear explanation in simple English. Now let's break it down slowly so everyone can follow. Tagwirei is known to be a very powerful businessman, especially in sectors like fuel and finance. And over the years, he has built strong connections, and many people believe he has influence in how certain deals are done. And then you have Chivayo, also known for big projects, especially in energy and infrastructure. And he also lives a very public life that always gets people talking. So when both of these names are mentioned in a serious matter like this, it becomes a big national conversation. Chiwenga is not just talking for nothing. He is sending a message. And that message is about control, direction, and the future of leadership. Because when business starts to mix too much with politics, it can create imbalance. And that is what he is warning about. He wants to show that leadership must stay clean and focus on the people. Make sure you like this video and subscribe because we are breaking this down in a way that everyone can understand. Now, let's also look at the deeper meaning behind this. Because sometimes in politics, what you hear on the surface is not everything. There are always deeper signals. And this could also be about positioning, about showing strength, about reminding people who is in control and what direction the country should take. And this is why this statement is very important. At the same time, people are also asking why now? Why is this coming out at this moment? What exactly triggered it? Was this something discussed at that dinner? Or is this something that has been building for a long time and now it has reached a point where it cannot be ignored anymore? These are the questions that are now coming up. Make sure you like this video and subscribe and stay with me because this gist is getting more interesting. Now, let's talk about the Ramaphosa angle because his presence in this whole situation also adds weight. South Africa is a major player in the region, and Ramaphosa himself has dealt with issues of influence and governance in his own country. So when he is involved in any high-level meeting, people pay attention and they start asking if there are bigger discussions happening behind closed doors. So when you connect the dinner, the businessmen, and Chiwenga's statement, you begin to see a bigger picture forming. And that picture is about power, influence, and control. Now, let's bring it closer to the people. Because at the end of the day, this is what matters most. How does all this affect the normal citizen? The answer is simple. When there is too much influence from private individuals, it can affect how resources are shared, it can affect development, it can affect opportunities, and that is why issues like this are very sensitive. People want fairness. People want transparency. People want to see that things are being done the right way. And when a leader speaks about state capture, it touches on all these concerns. Make sure you like this video and subscribe, because we will continue to bring you updates in a very simple and clear way. Now, let's also talk about what could happen next, because this kind of statement does not just end like that. It opens the door for more reactions. We could hear responses from the people mentioned. We could see more statements from other leaders, and we could even see some changes in how things are handled moving forward. And this is where it becomes very important to keep watching, because the next few days and weeks can bring more clarity. Now, another important thing to understand is that politics is also about timing. When someone speaks at a certain time, it is not by mistake. There is always a reason. And this could be about sending a message, not just to the public, but also to people inside the system. It could be a warning, it could be a signal, or it could be a way of setting boundaries. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. Don't forget, because we need to stay updated. Now, as we continue, let's look at the possible impact on the ruling party itself, because statements like this can show that there are different views inside. Not everyone may agree on everything, and that is normal in politics. But when it becomes public, it shows that things are active and changing. And when things are changing, it means anything can happen. Now, let's also look at the business side, because investors always watch these things carefully. When they hear words like state capture, they become cautious. They want to understand the environment. They want to know if it is stable and fair, and this can affect how they make decisions. So this is not just a political story, it is also an economic story. Make sure you like this video and subscribe so you don't miss anything. Now, let's go deeper into the leadership angle, because this is where things get very interesting. Zimbabwe has been having discussions about direction, about the future, about leadership and governance, and statements like this add to that conversation. It shows that there are strong opinions about how things should be done and who should have influence, and this is why every word matters. Now, as you listen to this, ask yourself, what do you think this means for the future? Do you think this will bring change, or do you think it will pass like other moments? Drop your thoughts, but most importantly, like this video and subscribe. Now, let's continue, because this story is not finished. There is still more to understand. Chiwenga's tone shows urgency, it shows concern, and it shows that he wants attention on this matter. And when a leader speaks like that, it is usually because they want action or awareness. And this is why people are taking it seriously. At the same time, the names mentioned are also very influential. So this is not a small issue. It is something that involves powerful people, and that is why it is getting so much attention. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. Keep supporting. Now, let's also look at how the public might respond, because public opinion is very powerful. When people start asking questions, when they start demanding clarity, it can influence what happens next. And right now, many people will want to understand more. They will want details. They will want to see transparency. And this can push leaders to respond. Now, as we move forward, remember, this is a developing story. More information can still come out. More details can still be revealed. And that is why it is important to stay connected. Make sure you like this video and subscribe. Don't forget.